London Grammar.
London Grammar are a British trip-hop trio formed by Hannah Reid, Dan Rothman and Dominic. Major. Their debut EP, Metal Dust, was released in February 2013 by Metal Dust Recordings Ltd. Their debut album, If You Wait, was released on September 9, 2013 and set platinum certification by the British Phonographic Industry Association.
History. 2009 to 2012, early career.
Both vocalist Hannah Reid and guitarist Dan Rothman are originally from London and met in a residence hall at the University of Nottingham during their first year in 2009. Rothman saw a picture of Reid on Facebook with a guitar and sent her a message to see if she wanted to collaborate. They were joined by Northampton native Dominic. Major, keyboard, gem, drums, a year later, after he began playing music together with Rothman. They chose the name as not only was it where we're from, but London is also so international and multicultural that it actually felt like quite a universal name in a way. After completing their studies in the middle of 2011, the trio moved down to London to pursue a career in music. By the end of the year they were managed by Connor Wheeler, who began promoting them. The band began by playing low-key gigs at local bars, honing their material. They soon found themselves noticed by a number of A&R people and they were signed with the Ministry of Sound while Big Life took over the management duties in the second half of 2012. In the same year the trio did some early recordings with Cameron Blackwood, which was the start of a number of sessions for the debut album. Blackwood was replaced by Tim Bran and Roy Kerr, and by the end of the year most of the recording had been completed. On December 12, 2012, the trio posted their song Hey Now on YouTube, which immediately received a large amount of attention, partly due to the relative anonymity of the band due to a lack of promotional photographs.
2013 present, If You Wait.
Their EP Metal Dust followed in February 2013, and it made the top 5 of the iTunes chart in Australia. It created a lot of interest and the band received significant airplay on national radio. They released their single Wasting My Young Years in June 2013, peaking to number 31 on the UK singles chart. The band also featured on Disclosure's number 1 UK album Settle with the track Help Me Lose My Mind, released in June 2013. The band has recorded 2 live sessions for Radio 1 and they played at 10 summer 2013 European music festivals. In September 2013, Reid was at the centre of a Radio 1 Twitter feed controversy, which was deemed to be sexist. The backlash forced the corporation to apologise while the trio decided to stay out of it. On September 1, 2013, they released Strong, which peaked at number 16 on the UK singles chart. The following week, on the 9th, they released their debut studio album If You Wait, which peaked to number 2 on the UK albums chart, also peaking at number 2 on the Australian albums chart, number 11 on the French albums chart, number 13 on the Irish albums chart and number 22 on the New Zealand albums chart. The band was signed to Columbia Records in the USA. On January 13, 2014, the band performed Strong and Wasting My Young Years on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, marking their debut performance on American television. On April 1, 2014, the official charts company announced that London Grammar's If You Wait was the 5th top-selling album of 2013, with sales of over 138,000 copies, 356,000 total.
Musical style.
London Grammar's music has been described as a blend of ambient, ethereal and classical sounds with melancholy guitar, soaring vocals and plaintive lyrics. Hannah Reid's powerful, brooding vocals, prominent on all of London Grammar's tracks released to date, are often compared to those of Judy Zook and Florence Welch. The songs are a collaborative effort, as Reid explains, I write the lyrics and the top lines. But the songs initiate from all 3 of us. Will write a piano part or a music score. Dan will add some guitars. She describes the songs as emotionally affected, and writes about people who come in and out of my life. The song Wasting My Young Years, which has received over 4 million views on YouTube, was written about her ex-boyfriend.
Discography. Singles. As featured artist. Music videos.